Hey guys, welcome to Testing Universe. In most of the Java interviews, you will always get a question on Java method overloading concept. In today's video, we are going to cover one such frequently asked tricky interview question, which is, can we overload main method in Java? This is a very basic Java understanding concept which interviewer want to know whether you know about this concept or not. So have you ever tried overloading a main method and invoking that method in your program? Or just for practice, have you ever tried overloading a main method? If you have already tried, you will be knowing the answer. If you have not tried, you can watch the video until the end and you will get to know about the answer. It is a straightforward answer. It's kind of yes or no, but that is not the answer interviewer will be expecting. So if you say yes, of course he will ask some follow-up interview question. If you say no, then he will also try to answer or ask some of the follow-up interview questions. So on top of this question, they will try to gauge you, and they will try to understand more or in-depth knowledge about your Java understanding. So we'll first what we'll do is we'll try to brush up what is method overloading just in a brief way, and then we'll see can we overload main method or not, and how do we invoke those overloaded main methods, right? This is one of the how to invoke overloaded main method is one of the follow-up interview question, and there will be couple of follow-up interview tricky questions which we'll try to cover in this video. So let us first see what is method overloading. So in Java, it allows a class to have more than one method with the same name and different types of arguments, or different number of arguments, or different order of arguments. Okay, so that is called method overloading. In the sense, if a class has multiple methods of same name with different signature, we can say, or different type of arguments, or different number of arguments, or different order of arguments, that class is called, or that method is called overloaded method. So these are some of the examples over here. If I take the addition, add int a int b, so there are two arguments, add double a double b. You can see here the type of argument has changed, but the number of arguments are same. So this is also a overloaded method, and here number of arguments are more, right? Here int a int b, two arguments are there. Here three arguments are there, int a int b and char c. So, and different type of argument also has been added here. Here the order of the argument, see the third one, the char c has come over here, so char a int b int c. So the order of arguments can also be changed. So this is called method overloading. So the in-depth method overloading concept, you can watch our method overloading videos, but this is a brief about method overloading. So the next question is, we'll try to concentrate more on this interview question. Can we overload main method in Java? So it is always possible to overload main method in Java. A Java class can have any number of overloaded main methods. Then the question arises, right, which main method will be executed? So if I have three main methods, which main method will be executed first? The question will always arise. That can also be one of the interview question or the follow-up question. So the answer should be Java or JVM will always try to find the main method with this signature. This is a standard signature, public static void main string arguments. Okay, JVM will always try to find this method. If it is not finding this method, you will get a compile time error. So for that reason, you should always have this main method, and then on top of this you can have multiple other main methods. So this signature main method is a must to have in a class. So how do we invoke overloaded main methods? So it will always calls the main method with standard signature. I think I have already told. And we can invoke overloaded methods by creating object of the class, right? Or with a class name if the overloaded methods are static. You can have static or non-static methods. So based on that, if it is non-static, you can create an object and invoke that method. If it is static, you can directly call that main method with the help of class name. So we'll just see some demonstration over here. I have created a class here which is called main method. I don't have any signature. I don't have any signature main method. Let us see what happens. So to run that, I will just use command prompt. I will not use any IDE, just to show you guys what type of exception will get, whether it is or error will get, compile time error or runtime error. So first I will compile javac main method dot java. So it has compiled. Now java main method. So you are getting a runtime exception, which is main method not found in class main method. Please define the main method as public static void main string arguments. So it is asking us to define in that particular signature, and I will write a message system.out.println, which is original main method. So compilation has been successful and you will be getting a runtime error. So now this error will go off if I execute again. And you will be getting this particular message. So there is one more signature, which is variable arguments. You can also use this signature. Java main method, and you will again get this. Either you need to have this signature main method, or you can have the other main method with array as the arguments. Okay, there are two types. Now the question is, can we overload a main method? So for that, I will just take the same main method and I will paste it here. Instead of string arguments, I will mention int argument, and I will take this just for our reference. Instead of original main method, I will put int arguments main method. Alright, so we'll try to run this again. Javac main method dot java main method. You can see I didn't get any compile time error, and I have not even got runtime error, and I'm getting a message original main method, which means JVM has invoked, or it has invoked this particular main method with the standard signature. So it is possible to overload main method. So I can also just take this, and instead of public static, I can simply keep void main int a, right, int b. I can have any number of main methods with different signatures. And I can run this. So the next question is, the question might come in this way, like, okay, you have overloaded, and when you run the program like this, without like this might be the syntax, what would be the output? The answer should be original main method, because we have not yet invoked any of them. We have not yet invoked any of them. So how do we invoke, right? So if it is non-static, this is a non-static main method. So for that you need to create an object of this main method. You need to create an object of that, and then main dot main, and you can pass 10 comma 20. We'll just try to display that here. Okay, and if it is static main method, then you can directly call this. So I'm calling both of them dot main, and you will be passing int arguments over here. Instead of int arguments, I will just, for simplifying this, I have to pass the array. Instead of that, I will be simply mentioning int a. And I can display a. Okay, so I'll pass a different number over here. Now let us compile and test this. You can see maybe the order of the main methods, overloaded main methods, everything is different, but that is not the execution order. First it will call the original main method, and then the execution order will change, which is main method with object and another main method, that is a static main method. Okay, so this is how we can invoke main methods. There will be one more, very tricky, this is the last one, but this is one more very tricky interview question. I'll just remove everything. Okay, if you say yes, we can overload main method, then the interviewer will ask you, right, since you have told we can overload main method, can I have the main method with argument as array, string arguments and variable arguments, right? So string, variable argument, original main method with variable arguments. This is original main method with array arguments. Okay, so if you say we can overload, is this going to execute? Or if it is not going to execute, whether you will get compile time error or runtime error. So we will see this. So if you can see here, I have written both the main methods, and I will compile this. Oh sorry, I need to add one more. There are 3 dots for variable arguments. You can see cannot declare both main and main with string arguments and main with string variable arguments in this. You can declare any one of them. So you will be getting compile time error, and whenever you get compile time error, right, I will just delete this. Whenever we get compile time error, the class file will not be generated. So you will not be able to run this. You will be getting a compile time error if you declare both of them. You can declare any one of them. Otherwise, if this becomes int, then it works. If this becomes int, then it works. You can see here original main method with variable arguments. Either you can have the array arguments, otherwise variable arguments, which is must, and then you can overload those main methods. So this is about whether we can overload main method or not. I hope you have liked this video. If you have liked this video, please follow us on all these channels. Thank you so much for watching.